Hello. I'm back again. I'm getting the feeling it's my Gammon tablet that's breaking. My driver here. I'm getting the feeling. I'll look for an update. Hmm. Want my driver updates, please? Let's Gammon. Driver download. Do I have? Okay. Okay. Give that a shot. Hey. Massive 50K cheered 100 bits. Thank you for the 100 bits. Super appreciated. Thank you. Thank you, Massive. Welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic day and a fantastic weekend. We're getting back into trying to figure out how to make characters, how to concept characters in Automatic 1111. So we're farting around with that. Really doesn't want to open my file I tell it to. Can you open this, please? Oh. Took way too long. That must not be what I thought it was. Avatars, NPCs, goblins. Goblins. And I wanted to bring in that we worked on. This one. And what we'll do is just paint over this guy to get him looking a little bit closer to what we want. See, it's not, wow. That doesn't seem right. Let me, I see. Exit that. Exit that. Gotcha. Now I have two versions of GAM on my computer. Great. Okay, that was useless. Great. All right, so let's just paint out some of this stuff. And should have some pen pressure, please. Mm. Okay, something like that. And then gotta clean up a little bit more. And then a little bit of a belly button, or at least just one belly button this time. Let's get two for some reason. And then I'm going to turn off symmetry. And I wanted to give him some scars. My guy is bloated. Bloated. Yeah, it tends to make bellies quite round. I wanted to have a bunch of scars on him. Feet look okay. Let me leave the feet alone. And I just want to see if this kind of edit is something we can do. Goofy stare, but good. And export again. How much editing can we get away with? Probably quite a bit. Actually, let me go back here one more time and I combine these. Oh, well, I combine these. Can I use my filter liquefy? Does this have a symmetry? does. That's okay. We'll just mirror the image. We'll get kind of a better fudge. Oops. Whoa. Sure. Whatever. Prompts orc ogre B. Version B. And then we open auto 1111 again and pray that this works. That I don't crash again. Do need to make sure that I keep I'm just gonna make sure I have Photoshop completely off while auto 11 is running. Ooh. Oh boy. Loading. Loading, loading, loading. Loading. Loading, loading, loading. All right, so now we'll go to prompts. We'll use my updated version. And we'll say ogre, stern expression, rough skin, or let's say bumpy maybe, bumpy, scars, tattoos, not safe work, up the resolution, and we'll do 2, generate. Oh, mass 50K, another 25 bits. I can't. Let me load up my Streamlabs so I can read that. I wonder if I should close these here. Oops. Gosh darn it. Come back, Streamlabs. Come back, Streamlabs. Oh. Dashboard. How to type the words. Um, for this here, like why use these words? You need to provide some sort of description, but usually you don't want it. It doesn't understand. It's not going to be able to hold that whole context in its head, so you kind of have to. Um, it's too much denoise or too much change. Down. Turn on CFG. Um, but usually it's kind of like this iterative process of seeing what it's coming up with and then changing. I'm going to switch this from ogre to just stern expression. Stipple. Hmm. That's funny. Okay, not quite what we want. Funny. Man, I was having so much more success with the previous ones. Is this really the way I want to approach it, or how else can I approach this? Do I need better models? Do I need... What am I missing here to really be making the most of this? Um, maybe this is only going to be a really good process for making people and not for making monsters. Um, that kind of feels more likely. It just doesn't, not going to match what I have in my mind as well as I'd like. Let's try turning that denoising down to like point. Maybe 0.25. Monster. Five. Ogre. A hulking ogre in a pose. Try that. Or a pose. Generate. And Massive said, what is Sam Dutter mean? That's my name. My name's Sam and my last name's Dutter. That's a little bit better, actually. Nice. Let's turn up the sampling to 40. Turn down the denoising just a little. And thank you again for the bits. That didn't really help. Maybe we need to bump up this resolution. Maybe I just need to go for a high res version. Yeah, because I could just imply more things on this base drawing. Up-res it. It might do better at just kind of higher resolution. super great. It really is losing a lot of what I added to the face. Something really quick. There are some other floras I could use. Orcs still don't look really good to me. Okay, so I think it just kind of sucks at monsters. Not that kind of surprises me, but I guess that's what it is. That is what it is. Yeah. All right. People only uploading super attractive images to AI. I'm gonna try turn it down. We're gonna do an upscale. I'm gonna turn down my denoising a little. I'm interested to see how that comes out. Loading, 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 loading. Because what I'm thinking is just like if I could develop just a really good painting method. Oh, maybe we'll switch over to Krita. That might work better. That has some built-in stuff. This is gonna take just a minute or two. Da, 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 da. Oh, oh, oh. Didn't Photoshop add some AI features, or did they go back on that? They do have some AI features. Not sure. Their generative AI stuff is pretty bad compared to some of the other things here. It's good for certain things, not that great for other things. Hey, massive. More of the photo editing side? Yeah. Yeah. We'll probably fart around with that in a second as well. How long have I been using Blender? I've been using Blender for um like the last 4 years. My timeline always changed a little bit, but generally the short like the last 3 to 4 years is when I started using it full time, when it really became kind of my main job to make 3D models. I first played around with it probably around 10 years ago, though. But I got really serious about it in these last 3 to 4 years. Um, I just prefer having a bit more control over what I make. A little more flexibility as well. I think 3D gives you a lot of really interesting workflows. But I'm going to work with Krita, which is the alternative to Photoshop. They have an interface with Automatic 1111 that does allow you to like paint and generate the images at the same time. I think we'll try that out right now. Because I'm feeling like this workflow isn't really what I'm looking for. Yeah. Okay, so close that. Go here. Close this thing. Then we'll go to Krita. Pop that open. All right. New image. Sure. And why don't we just copy that image in again? See if we can work something better from that. Insert file. These are the only ones I have. Hmm. Right, because we're going through Comfy UI. All right, we'll try Dream Shaper for now. Right, but that's... I have to use Dream Shaper because it's a real-time model. Let's say Ogre. My country is very late and I want to sleep first. And it's totally understandable, Massive. I certainly appreciate all your bits. And yeah, definitely. I'm always usually here during the week, so don't feel like you have to push past your bedtime. Should be working. Should see something right here. There we go. I can hear it working now. Come on. Come on, computer. Hmm. That's better, actually. Not necessarily the stomach, but... Let's turn it down just a little. Swamp time! So... exclusively abdominal day. How do I sample? Okay. Where's symmetry? Tools. Come on. Oh, it's laggy. It is very laggy. think I have to turn off the live. And we'll just do generate. Because I'm not able to... 100% strength? Is the denoising strength? It should be like right there. It's so long. Okay. I think I just added a bunch of it. Bunch of that. Okay, I really can't say that I'm enjoying this workflow right now. I really was hoping to be able to generate monsters and the like super quickly, but it's feeling like that's going to be a bit more challenging than I expected. But that's okay, because I can still just go default to actually just painting them. You know, it takes some time, but I can always just do that. So I could. I could input specific prompts. But sometimes it's like it's gonna pick up, like I might make it more like a WoW art style, less like it's getting the information. Hard to describe, but for now we'll just try doing a fully painted one, something like this. Too bad I can't use symmetry. On this, that'd make it too easy. Too easy to use. Actually, we'll make this black. Anything that's an edge, because I'm not going to use this for. There we go. Go to here. Grab that smudge. I love the smudge tool. It's like, oh, you don't want to do that by hand? Perfect. Blending. D&D prompt. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm just going to do the manual test for today. It'd be good to know if I could just do straight up a painting workflow to get there. Should work the same. Where did the mirror tool go? Apparently it doesn't work for a good old symmetry here. Want a club or something brutish for this guy? Perhaps. Perhaps. Brutish. I think a club would be fun, though. Yeah. Yeah, let's give him a club. Just focusing on the left half of the face, and then we'll mirror him again. Filter, liquefy. Cool. Belly. And we'll take this, merge it, flip it, take this. Cool. I think that looks decent. It's a little overdone, but whatever. Also, the coloration on the face totally doesn't match the rest of the body for some reason. A tree? Yeah. A little uprooted tree. I like that. Didn't I install a big set of brushes a second ago? Yes. Birds. Not what I'm looking for. Birdies. Okay. Terrible brush. A little bit of fuzzy stubble. I can't undo. Man, Photoshop. I just feel like every time I get in it, there's some stupid issue I find where it's like, oh, that doesn't do the same thing anymore. Okay. I think next time we'll try to just do a full painting for a creature. So I can work up a concept pretty quick. Or find a better creator. Get rid of his weird nipples. All right. There is another method, actually. There's another. There is another. Let's try that. So what we'll do is we're actually going to use there's a control net method where we can do drawings. We can actually just do a drawing. So let's try that. We'll make another goblin. So we'll do Giga Chad Squidward face. So let's see how well it holds up to using line work, even if that line work is pretty vague. Oh, interesting. Alternatively, I could sculpt. Hmm. We're gonna make basically just a line art drawing. and use that to control the generation. Because there are a few methods that have been developed to actually use like actual line art. So we're going to give something like that a shot. Probably give them just clothing now, actually. Mm-hmm. Oh, drawing a body in a T-pose is surprisingly challenging. Just do the basic block out first. Just need to trust the process. Like this. Okay. I'll lower the opacity on that. Then draw over. Just had to redo that. I just want to redo that. Fuck. Actually, no. Let's back up. There's a scribble method, so that should be fine. So let's try this. File, export, G, O2. Say goblin scribble. Exit. And then we go to. We open up automatic 1111 again. All right. Control Net has a scribble sketch method. I believe it's looking for an inverted. And we'll do control weight of 0.5. This time we'll do, actually no, leave it at 1. Goblin, leather armor, green skin, pointed teeth. All right, see how that goes. Huh. Interesting. Pretty decent though, actually. Hmm. All right. Try it again with much higher sampling steps. Goblin mugshot. It really does feel like that. A lineup. Hmm. It's still so vague in the face. I feel like sometimes your sampler can really limit that. Yeah, definitely, definitely getting lost. Um, what can I do though? Not much. I think on this. This is usually the kind of stuff that makes me avoid using AI after a while. Because it does really just have some hard limits. Like you can only really You gotta do certain things sometimes. Maybe make the image bigger. No, we'll set this to 35. Oh, I watched all of the Fallout show yesterday. It was fun. I was really enjoying it. Wow. Wow. Interesting. Giving some skimpy armor. Um, the control net is so slow. Looking more like a kobold with that armor, lol. Hmm. I'm curious. What if I just went full concept art? That might work out the best for me. That's where my background is. I have some good workflows for it. Why not? For the monsters, definitely, because hmm. Goblin's just going to use the weapons that we already have, or you want some kind of thing for them too. We'll keep those the same for now. I just want to think of how can I make these enemies as fast as possible. Maybe it is just my model though. Why don't we try this with a different one? I don't know which one of these is any good. We'll try I don't know, Abyss. Just waiting for this to load in the top left here. I would love to see your concept art skills in the project. Thank you. Thank you. I think not only will I have to, but I'll probably enjoy it a little bit more in that way. I need something like in between, like something that's going to help me render quickly because I don't want to. The reason I don't, not as an interested in doing painting from the ground up, is usually because it just takes so long to render things. So maybe do like a base drawing or base painting, render it through. It's a very, I think that what I'm doing right here, this like back and forth, I need to bring my drawing and painting into it a little bit more and then just kind of go from there. Hmm. I'm guessing this doesn't look any different. Not really. This one's much more, got a lot sharper edges. Okay, then we'll go ahead and exit this. Close that. Excuse me. Um, does the smudge brush have symmetry in Krita? I have to relearn all my hotkeys though. Ooh. Ooh, that's no good. Look at that input lag. What is doing that? Just Krita in general? I can't work with that. It's like stuck for a second. I don't know if that's showing up. You guys can see that, but why is that? Is that my Gammon tablet? Let's just exit this. Try again. No, it's not my Gammon, it's Krita. Great. I think Krita is just garbage. Or it's this. This might be slowing it down. Let me say stop. Still catching. Okay, well, fine. Back to Photoshop. All right. We're learning. We're learning. One step at a time. My computer. And we'll do Goblin Prompts 02. And I always like starting from, let's turn off the ability to view it. Let's start with some simple shapes. And we're working on goblins, right? Yes. More goblins. Big head to start with. Do something like this. Pretty much the same shape we've been working with to start. I don't like working with color at the beginning. And I don't want eyes. I don't need to worry about the eyes because I'd rather have it cut out. And again, I don't want to have to worry about this. Well, do I keep the lips closed? Yeah, we should have the lips closed. It's funny. I really think about this stuff more like sculpting now. Maybe that's a better workflow. Some of this stuff too. And the next time I get back into like experimenting with what's best, maybe I'll just go straight into sculpting. Especially if I know what body type I want, just like a small body or big body for like these orcs and goblins, ogres and goblins that I'm working on. That would probably be a little bit faster. A little underpants. You know what they say in digital art, if you don't do it 3 times, did you even do it right? Ugh. The hands and feet, might as well hold off on those. Ugh. This is what I was afraid of by going in and painting it by hand. It's like I'm just gonna get stuck on the rendering. I have to. Or maybe it's better to say I need to be vague with it. Actually, nothing. That's looking awesome. Oh, thank you, Nammers. I wonder how fast I could work now that I do have that multi-res base. Like if I went in and started sculpting a character, that actually might go a bit quicker with how I've set it up. That's a little too bright. Come on. Mid-tone. Nothing should go to white. It should go just lighter. So just want some nice texture in a few of these spots. Keep it textured. Bald head looks kind of goofy. A little lower. Sure. There. If I call correctly, ControlNet works quite well with depth maps compared to, say, a sketch/color. So sculpt sketches should yield pretty good results, but again, results may vary. Yeah, let's do that. I think that is probably the fastest way. Because you're totally right. If I just get the proportions what I want. Yeah. 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 There's also normal maps too. So let's go to bases, human. Should be humanoid, but it's 11:54. This is probably a good time for me to take a break. Because when I get back, we're gonna explore doing the sculpting, starting from a sculpt instead. Because I love painting, but I just get the feeling it's gonna take too long to get to where I want to go, or for what I want to do here, which is like get good results rapidly. So I'm gonna go ahead and go on lunch here. We'll get back. We'll do that sculpting workflow. But thank you all for hanging out with me this morning. I hope everyone's having a good Monday. Thank you for putting up with my my little low energy today after such an exhausting weekend. But I look forward to getting back. We'll see you all very soon. Again, thank you all for hanging out. Love you. See you soon. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye, Arctic. Bye, Snardum. Bye, Nammers. Anyone else that's lurking, hope you're all having a great day. Looking forward to it. I am as well.